However, for me personally, I think I value my peace of mind so much more than I value anything material or otherwise. I'd rather stay without Uber Eats. It's okay. Itafika eventually. Wow. Kama stima ilifika na wifi ilifika Roy. Hata Uber Eats itafika. Nina hope. Nina pray. Itafika.
Hi, we are Two Bodies, One Mic.
Welcome to this episode of The Chaos, The Confusion, The Discombobulation. Wow. My name is Kathomi.
And my name is Turife, and we would like to delve into the toxic relationships. We've been seeing them on the internet. If it's not Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, we have our own Ambare and Kennedy. But we're not going to talk about it.
We're not going to talk about it. We don't gossip about people.
We don't talk about people's business. But we also have Krishan and Lil
Blueface.
Yes, Blueface. Blueface and Krishan. That's the most... I used to get mad and I'm like, these people are in another continent. Why am I mad? But the question we keep asking is, why are toxic relationships so good? And why do they work? You know?
Why are you forgetting Ray J? Ray J and his barrage of just like toxic relationships.
Princess and Ray J? Oh my God. You know, I followed the princess just because of...
the drama.
Yeah, I just wanted to see why this beautiful, beautiful woman would stay and put up with all that bullshit. But toxic relationships, they're so good. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Toxic relationships work because they're so good. They're so exciting. And they give you such an adrenaline rush. It's like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith type of situation. But you factor in, local environment. It becomes like Kienyeji Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you know? Y'all don't have guns, y'all have knives. I'm not advocating for any type of violence, but I'm just saying it works.
It really
does.
And
it's exciting. And as a person who's very drawn to toxic relationships, I understand. I don't even judge people. Yeah.
There's something about being with a person that is so bad to you. It's like, I don't know, and it becomes such... I don't know, maybe it's the making up part. Because a lot of people, I think that's the good part, where, because you've had this horrible, horrible time, and then the making up is usually like this really high, you know? You get the flowers, you get the candies, you get the long apologies, you get the conversations till midnight, you get the, this is my mama, vibe going on. It's like everyone is now giving you attention, giving you and your relationship attention. So the highs are like really, really high. And so most people are okay with like the bad. It's like, it's okay. Because I know he's going to, namjwa, lazima atakuja kuni apologize here. You know, that energy of me, I know him. He may act a fool now, but he's definitely going to come back for
I
this.
know, mommy.
But like, why does it have to be so bad?
It's because, it's either, it's one person is a narcissist or both of you are narcissists and you found yourself in a relationship. So y'all are feeding off of this energy and it's good for you. And the thing with a narcissist, when you're dating them, initially those first stages, they will love bomb you. My God,
heavy.
They will show you heaven and earth. They'll be so good to you, and it's all a plot whole time. It's all a plot to reel you in. You're so enamored by this person. You're so in love. And then when they start to show who they truly are, you're just like,
ain't no way. That was a...
It's because his father left. It's because he grew up without a father figure. And you start making up excuses for him. It's because he's stressed. Like work has been like this lately. And you make up all these excuses and you justify all those horrible actions. Why? Because you have seen how good
they can be.
And you're like, this is just a passing season, my friend, okay? Yeah, he's going to be okay. He's going to come back.
And the worst part is that whole rough riding, ride or die nonsense that we were fed back in the 90s and the 80s, where you're like, you have to ride for your man, you have to rock up for your man, you have to be there for your man. That's how you show love. Otherwise, you're just a floozy, like they can't trust you. So I think, for relationships like that, as you've mentioned, it's like a lot of it's mostly it's almost, for me it feels like it's almost like a love-hate relationship, because when you hate them, you hate them. When you love them, you love them.
Yeah.
But you love to hate them and you hate to love them.
Hence the Mr. and Mrs. Smith reference.
Crazy.
Exactly. It was so good.
It really does. I feel like toxic people keep you on the go. Yeah. There's never a lull in your relationship. You're always just chasing something.
It's the same way, you know, Kathomi will advise me and advise me and advise me. She's like, ah, and I'm like, he's a good man, Savannah.
He's a good man.
He's a good man. Okay, he's a good man. You don't know what I know.
You don't know what I'm getting. Wow.
You don't know what goes on.
Wow. And it's always a thing of, there's one thing about this person that is really, really hot for you. It's either they give you like a lot of really good attention, like you get a lot of like all the gifts you want. Your love languages are being hit, pa, 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 pa. Or the sex is like crazy, crazy good. And a lot of people are like caught up in that. Stigmatization is a real thing. Y'all, let me tell you, stigmatization is a real thing. I tell you, it's a real thing. And sometimes it's just like the way they, some people are really mean to you and horrible to you, but in front of other people, they just come off as angels. They will, yes, this is my baby, you know, blah, blah, blah. They'll always like gas you up in front of people. So it always feels good for you to be outside with them, around people.
And there's even that song, ain't that dick, ain't that dick ain't that girl for you to get played. What's the song?
Da, 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 da,
Like,
da, da.
exactly.
Yes, yes, yes.
But you don't know what goes on behind
Hey,
closed doors.
what's what duvet?
You've not met the one I've met. You know, you can't. You don't know what's going on.
Oh my days. I don't think I've been in like a really toxic relationship though. Like even when I think about it, I think I was the toxic one in that one relationship, because I was really, really mean, inconsiderate completely. It was horrible. This guy was lactose intolerant and I always ordered pizza. So he was constantly sick.
You just didn't care about him.
I didn't care enough to even remember this fact. So I'm like, what do you guys want to eat? I'm the first person saying pizza. And he's like, okay, let's order pizza. Mind you, he's the one buying the pizza.
Oh,
I was
guy.
a horrible man. I was a horrible man woman that time.
Wow. But the thing is,
Yeah.
I realized, you know, before I am healing. I'm not healed. It's not complete. I'm
It's a
healing.
process.
So I realized that when I got into a very good relationship where, you know, it's good, it's safe, you can communicate, you know, it even feels new, I realized I would get bored very quickly.
Because you're always waiting for that hit of drama.
I would get bored. I'm like, Jesus Christ, don't you ever cheat? What's happening? You know, I'm just, what are you doing?
And did you do the typical thing of self-sabotaging?
Exactly. Immediately you self-sabotage and you end that relationship because I think at some point or at some level you don't think you're worthy of that type of love. And it's even funny, the thing where somebody said, I endured a horrible relationship because I thought that is what love looked like. You know? And for me, love looked like there was no emotions involved. Especially when you grow up in a household where emotions are not shown. There's a roof over your head. You're going to school fees is paid. That is how love was shown. You know, I have paid for your school trip. Love was monetary.
More action and
exactly.
monetary.
So when somebody would be very vulnerable with me and very emotional with me, that would be
you don't know how to take that.
Exactly. So I was very drawn to emotionally unavailable men.
Oh.
My fathers, I was out here looking for my daddy, okay? Oh, you're not gonna talk to me for 3 weeks?
Oh,
hallelujah.
that's what you want.
You're the one for me. You're not gonna pick up my calls, you're not gonna talk to me. If I say my emotions, you're going to say it's nagging. You're the one. This is what I like. Because I didn't know or I couldn't comprehend that you can be in a relationship.
You don't know how to love that way. You don't know how to love that way.
And I don't know how to receive love that way. So it was so confusing. Such a difficult process. Oh, shout out to the person who made it.
Mates, the way I called, you just reminded me of, I actually was in a bad relationship. Like I called this person like 30 times back to back. 30 times, call, hang. Inaisha, unapiga tena. Unapiga tena. 30 times. Until he picked up and he's like, okay, what's the emergency? What's going on? Is there something burning? Because ain't no way you've called me 30 times. And all this I was just calling him to say hello. You know, but it's because I have learned that this is unfortunately how I have to call you 30 times for you to pick up my call in order for me to even talk to you. You know, like he would ghost kabisa. You over there just chatting with jiongelesha kwa messages. Hi, just checking up on you. Hi, by the way, did you see this movie? Hi, actually, you know that movie I was telling you about? They're showing a second season of it now. Do you want to go and watch it together? Hi, have you heard this song? I'll never forget. Sending him links to I bet you gonna nini. Soon as I love you somewhere else, somebody better than you. I swear! Hizo ndio dedications ulikuwa unamtumia kwa message.
You were
Ndio
down
I was boo-boo the foo-foo because that was idiocracy. And even now I find myself like almost kind of going back to that, like every time I talk to this person or we have any interactions, I still find myself in that position where in any other relationship, I am good. I am a level-headed person. In this relationship, I will call and call and call and call. Even when I have not been called for 2 months, Katomo is still on the phone.
And this is why I get so triggered by double texting. You know, I'd rather not talk to you at all. If you didn't, you may call it childish, but if you didn't reply my last message, even if I had life-saving information for you, I'm not gonna text you.
That's it.
Because I get so triggered. It takes me back to, you know, the relationship where ilikuwa too one-sided. Monologue. One. Saturday, Sunday. You know, Friday,
Ukikosa
Saturday,
kureply wa
Sunday,
email,
Monday.
Hey.
Alafu ana reply Tuesday, hi. And you get so excited. Oh
my God, he texted me. It's one of those where you're now showing all your girls, oh my God, he texted. And immediately over there, again, talking to yourself for 3 days.
Like
a mad woman.
And you know,
God.
it's your inner child was just suffering.
Imagine.
And the song by Jasmine Sullivan, you know, My Foolish Heart, you're doing this to us again. You know, your heart makes all these decisions and you're not considerate of your inner child. Your inner child is just craving stability.
God.
But here you are, chasing things that are not good for you because they feel good for you. And you forget
oh my God,
that at 3 a.m., okay? Who's going to be crying around?
You.
Who's going to be feeling lonely? Who's going to be feeling all
writing
alone
all your emotions
and rejected?
on notes. Yani, ukiangalia notes zangu by the your time. Paragraphs of just pain.
Me, I'm so happy men have not discovered going through a woman's notes.
Thank you.
That's where the tea is. You know, let me tell you something. You can go through my WhatsApp, you can go through my messages. There's nothing incriminating.
Notes!
My notes app, that's where it's at.
The day you looked at me funny and I got mad, that's where I went to bitch.
That's where I went and poured my whole heart because at the same time I can't double text you. I'm not mad. We are healing in this bitch. So instead of double texting you, I'll go to my notes app. I'll say, you are a fool. You are a bastard.
Idiot. Idiot.
And I'm not foolish because I'll name names.
Timestamps. It's crazy.
I need to delete my notes.
You really do.
Especially, I need to delete my notes about, wow.
Another very important, you're going now to check.
Yes.
Another very important one that I think I've also seen with Will and Jada specifically is how, for me, it always feels like Jada is making up the rules as she goes, and then Will Smith is constantly keeping up with it, right? Because she's over there saying they were in an open relationship. Well, they were separated for 7 years, but it feels like Will Smith didn't get that memo when he was slapping people on Oscars. He did not have that memo. He's realizing now that the reason why she didn't care is because they were separated for 7 years. That the reason why she had entanglement upon entanglement is because in her mind, they were separated for 7 years, since 2016. So that's another thing about toxic relationships. The fact that you always are on such unstable ground, like it is highly inconsistent for some reason, and you can never quite get the assurance that you need. Because if this person is blowing cold right now, they're saying that they're not talking to you, whatever, they're being mean about everything, it's very impossible for you to now start opening up to them at that time. Yeah, someone is mad at you, they're ghosting you. That's not the time that you start to text them or double text them or call them and tell them, by the way, I don't like how you're treating me because da 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 da. It's because at that time you are trying to salvage the relationship. So you're always the one left holding the bag, you know? You're always the one trying to keep up. And the only time you can manage to actually now voice out your opinion and your frustrations and all of these things, another banger. Hey, my goodness.
Me personally, I sympathize with Jada. I see Jada's side of this. As in, I can see the vision. I think I relate to Jada right now in her relationship with Will Smith, because let's not forget, there was a time Will Smith was moving mad. He was moving when he was a movie star. When he was a star. Exactly.
Even recently, Suicide
Squad,
Squad
yeah.
with Margot Robbins.
And you remember those times
Allegedly.
when Jada alikuwa motivational speaker huko Facebook. She would go and write paragraphs. She would go and support her man. She even came up with this theory about my place is 3 steps behind my king, so that I can see the danger ahead of him and also cover him from the back. As in, she was into the nonsense. You could see she was a hurt woman.
She was drinking from the Kool-Aid.
You see how Brown Mauzo was posting motivational quotes. You know, hurt boy. It's the same. Jada went through that phase, and I feel like she came into her own being. I think when they separated and she started moving mad, it's because we had never seen this side of Jada. She was finally finding herself. She was finding things that make them happy, because even the reason for the separation was he felt like he could not make her happy. So me, as soon as she started becoming happy, akasema, you will pay for your sins. And even he could have divorced her.
He really could.
He's not a child.
He's not.
He's not a poor man. He could have divorced her very easily. But he is taking all of these things constantly. Maybe there's some part of him that he's atoning for something. We don't know.
He's accepting the punishment. This is the consequence of his sins.
A woman doesn't move mad for absolutely no reason. Something triggered this shit. Okay. This woman went from having long hair to bald and claim she has alopecia like her ex-boyfriend. She's moving mad.
I think in her case, yes, you can see if you look, the problem is we're looking at it from here. But if we expand the vision board, if we expand the line of, if we look back a few years and start to look at the timeline, yes, actually he has done her mad dirty.
Has done her dirty.
She was just sitting down and letting things be until I think she started coming into her own when she even started doing that show. What was that show where she was a gangster? Gotham. Yes, during Gotham is when we started seeing a different side to Jada, and we're like, okay, girl, because she'd always been like, oh yeah, I love him and all his children, and I let them go on vacation together, and in fact sometimes they just go on vacation without me. I am supportive, I love him. Every interview, they're all the children, including the children who came from another relationship. I get it. Yes, you're right. Exactly. When you expand the timeline, you start to see the math is mathing.
Exactly. So we could be looking at it saying, oh, she's so toxic, she's so controlling. But this man, a full-grown adult, has not left the relationship.
He has the money.
He has every opportunity.
He has accesses and he's still staying.
But he keeps taking every bullshit she throws at him. Why? What is he atoning for?
Something.
We don't know.
Something there.
But I relate to you, girl. I see you.
I'm still feeling.
Feel seen.
I'm still feeling Will Smith regardless. Because, he embarrassed her in private. She is embarrassing him in public. Every turn this woman gets, embarrassed.
I will quote Meredith Grey, okay? You don't get to dictate how I fix the things that you broke. Okay. I'm gonna fix them the way I'm gonna fix them. If you want to be here for the journey,
that's a you problem.
If you want to dip, well and good. As a toxicity, it works.
I know.
Because it feels good in the moment and you're living for it.
Another thing that I also noticed when you've come out of a really, really toxic relationship is simply when you get into a new relationship that is just calm. Something doesn't sit right. The way you just said, there's a lot of self-sabotaging. Sometimes it's not self-sabotaging to the point of breaking up with this person. Sometimes it's just self-sabotaging to the point where you're causing little fires everywhere. For instance, I remember, I think, getting into this relationship, I had been through such a tough, horrible relationship before. And I think, to be entirely honest, every time, like, we were just quiet. Like, we're just going out to dinner, tumeketi chini, atuna story. Immediately, what did I do? Did I say something? What have I done?
Oh.
Have I done something? Is there something I can do? Can I make this better? Okay. Is it? It's always like you've become so accustomed to, I am the
Changamoto.
problem. I am the problem. It doesn't, whatever is happening,
foreign.
I am the problem. That it feels foreign to just have a quiet moment in the relationship. Like, people are just tired. Like, it took me so long to understand that people do get tired. Like, it's not, we're not active because you've done something or I've done something or there's something wrong with this relationship. I'm just tired. I had a long week. Can we just chill, watch a movie? It took me almost like, yeah, maybe 2 years even. And every time something like ridiculously obscene happens, like, I immediately go to, we're going to break up. We're going to break up. That is my reaction all the time. Why? I am dealing with past trauma where if something happened, it's not, we're not talking, we're not reconciling, the problem is being dealt with. Bye. You know, so that level of toxicity as well, I think that's where I have a problem with, because yes, in the moment in the relationship, it's fire, it's fireworks. Y'all break up, y'all have a fight, ndio nyinyi twa twa, yani till the morning comes, till the cows comes mooing. Kidogo kidogo, all the gifts, all the, but still you're normalizing that shit so hard. It's going to take a long time to unlearn it. That's where I think I have a problem with all this toxicity in relationships.
But it feels good,
Uh-uh.
doesn't it?
So-
Especially when you're only breaking up so that you can make up. You know, some people live off of the high of we're making up for something. Makeup sex has even become a thing. You'll find somebody will just start an argument
Just for the
so that
sex.
you guys can make up.
Yeah.
And I used to be one of those people until I realized at some point that, hey, this makeup sex had become a little bit too much. It had taken a different turn.
Now
it would leave a sour taste in my mouth. I'm like, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't like it when it's done to you though.
Yeah.
When you're the one puppeting, you're
Exactly.
okay. But when you're not the puppeteer, something doesn't sit right.
It's like, yeah, I do appreciate being called a slut once in a while, but when I've initiated that kind of shit, but now it's not right.
Exactly it. And in the same way, it's the insecurities as well. You have, this person knows your insecurities, and they know what makes you feel secure.
And what triggers you.
And what triggers your insecurities and what triggers your security. So now, ni hapa tu, ni chess game. Una move pawn, we ana move bishop, kunaenda. I don't know how to play chess, by the way, just so you know. I just know the names of the things.
Okay.
So basically, the fact that they know you so well through and through, they know exactly what to do to either arouse your anger and your confusion and all of these things, and they know what to do to cool it down. And that manipulation, that for me is where I don't like as well, because hey, you could be in a really good mood.
Feelings?
Unaweza kuwa umekuja nyumbani umefurahia. Aseme tu kitu moja hivi.
It takes you somewhere, you know.
Finished.
Actually, I had an ex like that who just used to know exactly what to trigger, especially if they want to do something but they want to do it alone. Maybe you want to go out, but you want to go out alone. A normal adult in a normal relationship will just say, hey, I'm going out.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it's normal. We don't have to be going
attached
everywhere.
to the hip everywhere.
All the time together. I understand. But instead of doing that, it's just saying, listen, I'm going out. They just start an argument. And it's not a normal argument. It's maybe you're doing coitus and in the dirty talk, they slip in something you're insecure about. You know, like, wow, I love how your love handles look like. I'm giving an example, you know. People be like,
I like it because
ass,
there's something
you
I
know?
can grab.
Exactly, you know.
Fat rolls.
It's like there's more to grab.
Huh?
And he knows that will trigger you.
Of course.
Obviously, I've been on a weight scale for 3 months straight, and then you tell me there's more of me to grab. So after I'm showered, I don't feel like going out.
No.
So and even as showering, he's like, oh, do I send you food? Do I send you delivery? So I already know, so we're not going out together.
Kwanza hiyo. They plant the seeds of something is happening and then you guess. You guess what's going to happen.
You guess what's happening.
You guess.
So like, I want to send you food. What do I send you? Like, we're not.
You're filling in the blanks for yourself. And then you're also angered, so you're kind of trying to do that silent treatment, and so you can't address it like, where? You're going out on your own? No, you already are triggered.
You're triggered, and you're trying to use your anger to speak for you, or your silence. You're silently smoldering.
You see?
No one can mind read.
Manipulation.
He just thinks you have an attitude, and he's walked out, and he'll go and have a good time, and he'll just spend the night smoldering.
Where?
Thinking about things.
Where? Nikubaya. Another one I think I saw is it's, I think the biggest issue again, and I think as even we're wrapping up, other than the addictive of it all, it's I've seen this one where it says it's all you know. We've spoken about that, the fact that this is normalized now to a point where it's like your life and you feel like you don't deserve it anymore. Mm-hmm. But the other one, toxic relationships are so hard to leave. You know, the statistics are, and I think I remember reading this somewhere a while ago, it takes 7 times for you to leave a toxic relationship. 7 tries for you to finally leave.
That's true.
Ya kwanza uende, uambiwe baby hurudi.
Kama hujapack bags.
Ya pili uende, ubebe kasuitcase kamoja. Ya tatu uende, urudi useme, no, I'm moving out, you're even getting your own apartment. Ya nne uende alafu realize, ukirudi, let me get rid of this apartment because there's no point, I'm already back. Then 6, and then finally 7 is where most people finally leave toxic relationships. It's hard to leave. How many times and how many people can be able to have the tolerance of doing that over and over again? You even start to lose your power.
I think you're the one who told me this story about a girl who would leave her domestic abusive partner and go to the sister's house.
Yep.
And then when she would realize that things are not convenient for her, she'd go back to her husband.
She would go back to her husband because her husband is rich. Eh? Akona doila. So she's like, alakutoka kwa hiyo hapa room. Okay, let's not give name an estate. You've come from Karen. Alafu unaambiwa sasa tumehamia ile place. There's a place in Mwiki, a very Lakisama.
Well, that's far.
Thank you. You've come from Karen, now you're being adapted to Lakisama. I'll never forget. That Nigerian man who wanted to trap me in alikuwa naishi Lakisama. May the fire catch you wherever you are, trying to manipulate me.
I've left in a very dramatic manner. I've packed my bags. Then again, I'm like, whoa, we could go to the microwave. What's this? We could go to the microwave. My Jehovah. We could go to the Uber Eats. What's this?
You know, by the way, you know.
I know I'm mad at you.
Hey,
but baby, I want to come home.
I miss the convenience.
Look at my enema tab. Come with me.
Every time I go back home, I remember real quick that ride is not for the faint of heart.
That was so funny.
You know, if you need anything, you have to physically leave the house to go to the shop to go and get it. If you have not cooked it in this house, there's no Uber Eats for delivery.
The inconvenience?
Jumia Foods.
That had me God. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Where was I? What was the...
What am I doing here?
What was it that happened? You know me, actually, I think it was my mistake.
It was me.
I'm the one who triggered that one.
Baby, I'm coming
home. I
home.
should have shut up about it. Was it even that serious?
Baby, I'm cooking dinner tonight. Come home, Ali. So I'm just saying, I've done it. I don't know about you. Have you done that?
Leaving and then come back? I think I've always been the lover girl in most relationships. So I've never had the chance to like bitch and then keep coming back. I don't think that has happened.
I have done that.
Yeah, I'm the softie.
Unapack leo, unapack kesho, unapack unafika kwa stairs unaangalia nyuma. If he's looking at you akisema babe. I was just joking.
ndio tunaambiwa mambo ya watu wa duve mbili
Washana nayo.
Hey, or you leave and then you come back and you see something, an inkling that someone else was in this house.
Oh, no.
Did you a brass strap wear?
Oh, no.
Hey. Lover girl.
That would be brutal.
I am a lover girl. That's the problem. That's my mistake. I am a lover girl. It's a problem. However, as you can see, there are so many interesting things about being in a toxic relationship. Clearly, it works for some people. Some people now really like that drama, that you're constantly fighting, you're constantly, trying to beg for their attention. And that happens, especially in relationships there's a huge imbalance. It will happen in relationships where one person loves the other more than the other.
True.
Any form of imbalance will cause you to stay in that relationship, a toxic relationship. However, for me personally, I think I value my peace of mind so much more than I value anything, material or otherwise. I'd rather stay without Uber Eats. It's okay. Itafika eventually.
Wow.
Kama stima ilifika na wifi ilifika Roy. Hata Uber Eats itafika. Nina hope. Nina pray. Itafika.
As for me, wow, I'm a scheming bitch, okay? So I will scheme for stability as I am in stability. I'm not doing that one mattress on the floor type of shit.
Oh
I'm too grown for that shit.
Imagine moving out and you're starting again.
I'm not gonna say that. Okay.
Everybody has a nini, and I appreciate anyone who actually has. Me, honestly, I would rather even sleep on that floor. But then, have you seen how Japanese and Korean people enjoy themselves on the floor?
That's for them.
Huh?
You know what?
I will straighten my back. It's okay. Nitalala kwa hiyo floor.
I have suffered for many years. I am a princess, and I refuse suffering. I will never suffer again in my life.
Hey. Which one will you choose? Let us know. I almost said on the number 07. Anyway, let us know in the comment section below. But let's take care till number. Mtatutumia kakitu kasoda.
Usitume 500 itatufanyia nini? Anyway, tell
okay,
us what you think, what you know.
On the comment below or actually in the comment section. We appreciate your feedback. We appreciate you interacting with us. Follow
Subscribe.
us. And don't forget to ring the notification bell because that's where the fun is. And until next week, same time, same place.
And the question we ask you all the time.
Did you like that?
Bye.